How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with some vacation mystery beers. Tim, it looks like I am but I assure you there was a T at some form or fashion. This little flap here. I assume the T got ripped off. You watch the unboxing. I actually, I'm on vacation. This is not my normal setup, as you can tell. And I got a beer mail from Tim with these mystery beers pretty much right before I left to go on vacation. So I threw them in the cooler, drove down to Jersey, and did an unboxing. First night I was here, first beer review I did while on vacation, I did one of mystery beers. Cracked it open. You can watch that one. And I think I did it live. Yes, I did do it live. So it was Oscar Blues. Was there Java Vanilla? I believe it was. It was their coffee vanilla, a bourbon barrel aged 1050. And this is the other one that was in there. This is the last night I'll be doing reviews here, and I kind of wanted something bigger, something with a bit of heft to it. I didn't bring a ton of beers with me, and I didn't really pick up anything that crazy. And this mystery beer from Tim has a wax top to it. So I'm assuming this has heft to it. Assumptions, ask it to you and me. We're going to do it and see what's what. So this is going to be tough. I don't actually have a knife. I have your old school kind of bottle opener here, but I think I can actually do this and get this open relatively easily. Those are like last words, you know. I think I can get this open okay. The wax reminds me of something. I don't know who. It has like a Deschutes vibe to me. I don't know why I'm saying that, but because I haven't had a Deschutes beer. I don't even remember the last time I had like a wax top, like barrel aged version of Deschutes. But something about this bottle and the way the wax is kind of just reminds me of Deschutes. Yeah. This might take me a little bit to get into, so hopefully you guys are okay with the epileptic level shakes, because I have, you know, my camera on this table here. It's not the more optimal of setups I have going on. So. Oh, there it is. I think I got it now. Once you get that sucker, okay. I think we're good. It's hard. Beer is hard sometimes. I try not to take too much of the wax off this cap, otherwise it's going to kind of reveal what beer it is. There's a graphic underneath there, so I don't want to look. I have to keep my eyes averted at a distance. I'm blind, so from this distance I can't read much of anything. So anyway, I think we're good. Hopefully we can actually get underneath this sucker. And oh man, that was a lot of wax. I don't think this is Deschutes beer now, because I remember Deschutes beers being a little bit easier to actually crack into. So, it's quite dark. Kind of what I wanted. So, I mean, she looks like a stout, but she could be a barley wine, because she has these nice, rich, kind of red mahogany hues from the pour. Like I said, I had kind of impromptu kind of setup here. I don't have the best kind of lighting, but with the light that's actually coming in, it's giving me like a nice kind of reddish hue to it. It's a malt ball colored head on it, as you guys can see. Just rich darkness. I'm getting like an age date figginess from a distance, and then we have bubble. My favorite thing. I'll pop it for funskies. Yeah, it has, from a distance, like an age beer thing going on, like a date figgy kind of, has a little bit of time going on. So it's got a richness to it, a nice head to it. It's almost leaning more barley wine now, what I get from a distance, kind of vibe-wise. We'll see what's what. Let's actually dive into the old aroma here. That's... It's almost like a blend. Honestly, I'm getting a ton of barley wine vibes, but I'm also getting soft stout vibes. By soft, I mean like a kind of a spongy, kind of non-sharp edge kind of stout. It's a big beer. It's a plus 10% double-digit beer. I mean, wax top, big, huge beer, dark, no shit, Sherlock. But it smells like a blend to me. It's not full-on barley wine, unless it has a ton of age on it, but it's not giving me those, like, super kind of raisin-y vibes. I don't think it has a ton of age on it, so I'm almost coming off like a blend between, like, a barley wine and a stout. Definitely barrel-aged. Spirit involved. I actually have no idea based off of the nose. It smells, again, like a blend. Like you bourbon barrel aged a stout, then you cognac barrel aged a barley wine, then you wine barrel aged something else, and you kind of blend them together. Those are the vibes I'm getting on this. But a big, huge, robust beer. Smells pretty fucking awesome, to be perfectly honest with you. I wanted something big, robust, chunky, meaty, something that was kind of a little night juice, if you will. And I kind of hoped this was going to be that, and it absolutely smells the part. So let's get a sip on this sucker. Cheers. Burps. This is the exact beer that I wanted tonight. I don't know what it is, but this is the exact beer I wanted. It's got to be a barley wine, a stout blend. It has to be, because it's not full-on barley wine, but there's no way this is base stout. Definitely barrel-aged, robust, and it definitely has time on it, because it has a decent amount of oxidation going on. So I think this actually has like a couple of years in it. This tastes upper echelon. This tastes not like... Listen, if this is from a brewery I never heard of before, more power to you guys. That's fucking awesome. But this tastes like, when I said that kind of knee-jerk wax Deschutes thing, this kind of tastes like something that would come out of Deschutes, like an aged beer from Deschutes. Again, I don't think it's one of those beers. I think it's from somebody that brings a little bit more kind of heat to the table when it comes to these kind of barrel age offerings. But yeah, man. Whew. Big, robust caramel, but a multi-level caramel. Multi-level sweetness, multi-level like molasses. There's molasses involved, there's chocolate involved, there's vanilla involved, but only from the barrel. There's rich barley wine kind of maltiness to it, but there's also a bittering roasted malt kind of astringency to it. So there's so many different levels going on here. This is, I mean, if you told me, again, that this is wine barrel aged, cognac barrel aged, a bourbon barrel aged, like imperial stout, barley wine quad, I'd be like, yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing here. So I actually don't even know what else to say as far as the mystery beer portion of the show goes. As far as what I'm tasting, like I said, rich kind of caramel chocolates, European kind of fudgy vibes off of it. A bit more kind of adulty kind of sweetness off it. It's not like a just a confectionery kind of knee-jerk kind of, oh, this is sweet for sweet's sake kind of thing. It has a bit of depth to it. It's more of a creme brulee, a more of adulty kind of dessertiness. There is a bit of oxidation to it. So that kind of excites me even more because it's coming off in a really meaningful way. There's a soft little cardboard attic thing going on, but it's very, very gentle. But it gives me those kind of English barley wine kind of vibes going on with it. There's an added component of sweetness there, so I get those kind of Belgian candied sugar vibes. I get spirit barrel, but don't get just bourbon. I get a little bit of rye. I get a little bit of bourbon. I get a little bit of... I think there might be a wine barrel involved here. There's so much going on here. It's super complex. A ton of different things going on. This is... I'm going to tell you right now, this is one of the better barrel-aged beers that I've had in quite some time. And honestly... I have no idea who it's from. I mean, when I talk about the Mount Rushmore of barrel aging, I talk, Firestone Walker. I'll even talk about Cigar City. One of my favorites is Rushing Duck. They do that. But it doesn't taste like one of those guys' beers, to be honest with you, because they have a little bit more kind of a richness to it. This is a bit more, I don't know. So it could be anybody. It could be any of those bigger guys outside of the ones that I named, but I think it's in there. I think it's one of those people's beers. It's not a brewery beer. It's not it's not a 750, so it's not a brewery beer. It's not a cane beer. It just comes from Georgia, or the beer mail comes from Georgia. So who the fuck knows? Georgia, I'm not really coming... Florida comes to mind, but it doesn't taste like Southern Swells. It doesn't taste like, fucking Cycle. It doesn't taste like fucking, what's the other one? Angry Cherry. It's not that. It's not that confectionery sweet. It's old school, blended, barrel-aged fucking deliciousness sweet. It's one of those breweries that people used to line wait for back in the day, that they still might nowadays, but they don't have that kind of cachet anymore. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting off of the beer. But yeah, this is really fucking good. Exactly the beer I wanted tonight. Thank you very much, Tim. This is fucking awesome. So let's cut to the chase. Whole bunch of fruits. Dark, dehydrated, raisiny fruits, raisin, dates, figs. The sweetness, it comes off very candied. So that's your Belgian portion of the show. Barrels involved. I think there's multiple barrels. I think there's multiple blends. I think it's a stout. 3 beers. Stout, a Belgian, and a barley wine. Blended together. Multiple barrels. Bourbon, brandy, maybe rye. ABV 13.5% for Funskis. And I have no idea who made it, but I think it's gonna be fucking awesome. So let's dive into this, Tim. Man, you wrap this shit up like it's bondage level stuff. I don't even know where it starts. I could probably rip it up from here, but I kind of want to do like a proper reveal on this fucker because it deserves my attention like that. Oop, did we find it? Oh, we found it. Yeah, so what do we have here? First layer's off. Oh, then we get. We'll just do one of these. Look at this. It's so easy. More times than not. It's fucking Surly Darkness. What? What year is this? This is a really good fucking beer, man. This is, and I've had Surly Darkness before, but I don't remember it coming off like this. This is Surly Darkness, Russian Imperial Stout, Style Shot and Mystery. It's just a RAS, man. Man, this has to have age on it. It has to have age. Did they put the date on these? I'm sure this is a... It doesn't look black. I don't know what color wax that is. It might be like a purpley black, but it might be black. I don't know if there's like wax variants going on with these beers. This has to be aged. It has to be. There's no way, because you're talking about Russian Imperial Stout. Let's see, print legend, bunch of folklore, coffee, chocolate, dried tart cherry, all that stuff. See, it came off way more sweeter than me. A little bit more kind of, like I said, airing in that barley wine realm. Oh, you have to let me know what's up with this one, Tim, because this is a fantastic beer. It's exactly what I wanted to have tonight. But I could have sworn this was going to be a blended beer. Just how complex it came off. Again, like I'm pretty sure the Surly beers, I think I'm right, could be wrong, but I think they get variants. And I don't know if they actually write on the label what the variant is on it, but I don't know if they do the whole wax denotion thing on there. It looks like a black wax to me, but there could be a dark purple. The lighting in this room is pretty poo-poo. So we'll see what's up. There's no ABV on here. This has to be 13-14%. So I have to be kind of in the right ballpark with that. But that's really, really good beer. I've had Surly Darkness before. I don't think I reviewed it. I might have previously, but let's put it this way. I don't remember it coming off this impactful and this delicious. So yeah, this is a great beer in general, but just to have it as a mystery beer is absolutely fantastic. I'm totally cool with what I said because honestly, there's times where I'm like, okay, I fucked up. I didn't talk about a beer or I didn't get the beer right. I got this beer spot on. I know what this beer tastes like. I've had this beer before, not this beer, but I've had these flavors before. The flavors I'm describing on this beer exist. This is not just a base Russian Imperial Stout. There's more to it. It's a bit more complex. So I'm absolutely okay, 100% stand by everything I said right now. And call this a more kind of blended version of a big beer than just a base Russian Imperial Stout. Because even the bitterness doesn't even get nearly as big as it should. Unless we're dealing with time. And that's the other portion of the show here where I don't have a date on this. If this is like 5 or 6 years, then that just kind of changes the game. Plus, 5-6 years plus. But it's absolutely fantastic. I don't know what year it is. Once Tim chimes in, let us know what's what. If you have one of these in your cellar, open that shit right now. This is not going to get any better than it is right now. This is peak of where the beer is going to be. It has to have time in it. It has to. I'm saying. I'm guessing, just for funskies, 4 years, 5 years, 4 to 5 years on it. It's drinking absolutely fantastic, and yeah, you listen, open them. If you have these in whatever year this is, once we figure that shit out, open that shit now. So there you go, mystery beer in the books. That's a fun one. The exact beer I wanted to cap my kind of beer recording sessions here on my vacation. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It was one of my more favorite mystery beers I've done in quite some time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Mystery beers. If you want to jump on a mystery beer train, the only way, I can do them is if you guys send them. I mean, that's kind of douchebaggy for me to say, but it's kind of how it works. So massivebeers@gmail.com if you want to reach out to me about mystery beers. Social media stuff. If you want to check me out doing that, you can. Massive Beers across the whole gamut of things. If you want to check me out doing a podcasting thing, I recorded a podcast on my vacation, Heavy Real Brewing, over there in Seaside Heights, New Jersey. You can go check that out. Beer Massive. The whole social medias, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the mystery beer. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice mystery beer yourself right now. Do them. They're fun. I implore you. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.